What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Body beat down here on this Thursday morning. Temperatures are amazing. Oh, amazing. Anyway, hope everybody had a good night. And I hope everybody's enjoying the channel. We're going to touch on that subject. Had a good workout yesterday. Super happy with what I did. Go check it out. Day 2 of shoulder and back. And Friday will be day 3. So anyway, today, Thursday, we're going to be doing more cardio type things. Like this walk and talk. Yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the chase. Is that how you say it? Is that the saying? I'm bad at sayings. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. So, over the past... Now, keep in mind, I've never been a big YouTube channel. Big popular, lots of traffic. Never going to be. I've come to that conclusion. It's been enough years now that if I was going to break out and touch the globe like I want, it would have happened a long time ago. But I kind of noticed things are kind of slowing down. Views and interaction and different things are not quite what I'd like for them to be. And yes, I do all this for my entertainment as well. And I have mentioned that many times, that, you know, even if I got no views or anything at all, I'd still put out videos. And that's partly because I just like to kind of keep a video diary of my life, I guess you can say. And plus, again, eventually some people will see things. Hopefully family and friends and all that. At some point, you know, they'll see things and, hey, that guy was in my family. You know, I've been dead and gone for 1,000 years, and they might stumble across my videos. Hey, that guy was in my family. That's pretty cool. You know, but I do this in also hopes to, you know, help others along with their journey. Start a journey. Not the band journey, but, you know, health, fitness, enjoying life a little bit and doing things. That journey. So, but, you know, and I'm not the only one that's noticing some weird slowdowns and different things. I've seen some other creators mention it as well. And, yeah, YouTube is... social media in general, but you know, since I'm really only on YouTube doing the videos, I'm on Facebook, but that's my own personal, you know, Facebook, not necessarily the Body Beatdown, but I do share all my stuff over there. But anyway, where am I going with this? But social media is a very tricky thing. You just never know what they're doing. If you're going to be put out there, that dog is the weirdest dog whining like that. That's so weird. It's creepy. Dog creeping me out. But, one thing you got to think about is, and I've been thinking about this the last couple of days, I guess, really, is, there's a million health and fitness related channels out there on YouTube. A million. So I guess I gotta look at it like, you know, who am I out of that million channels? You know, what makes me any better than the other million channels? Why would you watch me Not only that, and also, how do you get discovered in an oversaturated market? So, I do think that I have personality and some originality in my approach to my channel, but that only goes as far as, well, being discovered. So it don't really matter how different you might be and original and entertaining or anything to that nature, or even if you're doing something great. It really don't matter if you're not being discovered, and that's just hard to do in this market with being oversaturated like it is. Let me get past some people. Give me a minute. So anyway, with all that being said, this is my second, well, I can't even say it's just my second channel. I have a few channels, to be honest, but I only support this one mostly. This is the one I want to have take off. But I have my older channel, Mikieson, Mikieson, where I used to do everything. That's where I just, I uploaded everything from family videos to workout out to arts, photography, movie reviews, TV show reviews, and just everything, And, it wasn't growing. And I done lost track. Sorry. I lose track, guys. Sorry. But what am I trying to say is just, I don't know how much longer I want to keep going on, putting in all the work with little results. I mean, I do believe that some people see my videos, and I hate to overuse the word again, but I'm sure that I inspire some people out there to do some things. That's my goal. Keep in mind, my goal is not to get monetized or any of that. I don't care about money. I just want to get out there for the masses. I want to be that decent, positive influencer out there that is known. I mean, let's face it, that's what we all want. We want to get popular. We're not doing this just for, well, I ain't got nothing else to do, so I think I'll spend an hour or two, editing videos and, shooting videos, editing videos, making thumbnails. I mean, most people don't do that. Well, me, I kind of do. Because I'm kind of addicted to it. I've said that before. I've been doing this for so long. Just kind of an addiction. And again, it's interesting to keep track of yourself. So, where's all this going? I really don't know. I guess I've been thinking of maybe slowing the channel down, and instead of, worrying so much about this channel, maybe do other things that I have interest in, and, focus on the other channel, my old channel, Mikieson. I think that's why I brought up Mikieson a minute ago. Like I said, I lose track. So, I have uploaded some of that kind of stuff here, but at the same time, this channel is geared more towards health and fitness and all that kind of stuff. And I try to I try to make that, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I try to, not manipulate, but I try to just include stuff like making noise on the drums, my action figures, maybe a family thing or something. I try to include that on the Body Beatdown because, well, health and fitness is your mental aspect as well, and those things make you happy. So happiness is very important. So that's why I put it on the Body Beatdown. However, the Mikeyson channel is about everything, so it wouldn't be out of place being on that channel. Those topics, those things, those other interests and things. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Like, there's a part of me that says, after this week, Mike, no more videos for a minute. Maybe no more for a little while. Or maybe just one a week or something, I've also thought, well, I could do one long video to encompass all my workouts and things and post it every Friday. But, as we all know, it's hard enough to get people to watch 30 seconds, much less a 30-minute video or an hour-long video. And I'm one of those people. I don't like always sitting there watching long videos. That's why I don't watch a lot of live streams, because we don't have an hour or 5 hours to sit there and watch live streams. I mean, it needs to be something that catches your attention, like, talking. Have things to talk about while you're doing something. That might make it more interesting. That's what I try to do whenever I do longer videos, such as this, a walk and talk. I try to have something to draw people in, who'll, maybe that'll make you stay maybe longer than those 30 seconds. So, I just wonder, how many of you out there are feeling that kind of fatigue sometimes? And maybe, maybe you're unsure of what you want to do, or how you want to continue doing these things. I'll tell you, I'll be happy to get home and make some breakfast. I'm a little hungry. And honestly, it's one of the only times during the day that I am hungry. Speaking of which, let's get on that topic. I've mentioned before that I'm rarely ever hungry. There's days when I could go and probably not eat, but I eat because I know my body needs the fuel, not just for everyday use, but if you're working out or you're being active like this, and your body needs some fuel. But there are days when I could go and not even eat. So once again, I'm looking at the topic of how long do I keep worrying about heavier weights, and when do I kind of change things up and maybe slow down a little bit? That's not because I'm too old. It's because I don't always like to eat enough food to keep me going. And that don't matter if it's a smoothie or a shake or any of that kind of stuff. That stuff, it's still putting stuff in your stomach. So, and I don't have the time or money and all that stuff to mess with dealing with shakes anymore. I used to do that. And I got to a point where it's just way, the protein and all that stuff is just way overpriced now since COVID and all that destroyed everything. So, doing all that kind of stuff is just, it's not cost effective. And a couple of days ago, you seen me, if you looked at my community post on YouTube, you seen that I had a couple slices of cheese and a Slim Jim for lunch. That's about the extent of the lunch that I can handle, to be honest. Very rarely am I hungry. But again, I know I need to eat something because I know I'm going to be working out or trying to do some cardio or something. So that makes me think, well, maybe I just need to slow down, knock my workouts down a little bit, knock the cardio down a little bit. But then I'm like, to me, it's almost just looking for a reason to be lazier. And I don't want to be lazier. What I wish is that I had my appetite that I had years ago. Never thought I'd lose my appetite. But it does happen to some of us. As you get older, you lose your appetite. You just get tired of dealing with all of it, I think, and you'd rather just not eat as to deal with all the food. Even drinking is too much sometimes. Staying bloated feeling. So anyway, I don't know what to do. I'm kind of confused. I'm not really looking for any answers. You guys don't have to try to answer that, because 9 times out of 10, we're not going to follow someone's answers, advice or anything. So I'm not really looking for advice. I'm just chatting about things. So, anyway, we're getting to winding down the week here. It's Thursday. And, I thought about giving myself off today from everything, no cardio or anything. And I thought, well, that'll get me rested up for Friday from my back and shoulders. And then maybe Saturday or Sunday, one of those 2 days, I'll do cardio instead of just kind of chilling. But go ahead and get it done today. Get things done. Stay on schedule. So, as far as my channel goes, as far as everything goes, I don't know where I stand. I don't know what I'm going to do, or if I'm going to do anything at all, or if I'm just venting, or if I'm confused, or just a little disappointed in how the channel's going. But just put it this way. You don't see too many people out there with almost 4,000 videos. At all. Sorry, we got people actually out here walking. And we got more people right here. So, give me another minute to get past more people. So, anyway, guys, I know I'm not the only one that's a little frustrated with everything. And some of you do this for different reasons than I do. Some of you, don't really take it, as serious and have it, that kind of priority in your life with it. Some of us do. So, it's hard to say, it's hard to put your thoughts and opinions on something like this, So again, it's just kind of chatting about things and maybe connecting with people that feel the same way and all that. So, I don't know where anything's going. I don't know what's going to happen or what have you, but for now, we're going to stay on track and try to keep going, and hopefully the channel will pick up. I don't even care if I get more subscribers. I do. Let's say I don't. If we just had the people that are subscribed to us take part in our channels, we'd have tons of traffic. We'd have tons of, comments and back and forth and connection if just the people that were subscribed to our channels took part. So that's a big part of it. So having said all that, guys, I'm getting close to back home. Might as well shut her on down. So hope you enjoy the channel. Again, there's a plethora of videos for you to watch for the next 5 years. Go watch them. Enjoy. Start from the beginning and follow along. And also, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your amazing host of this amazing channel. And don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it. We'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. See y'all later.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!